What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the latest installment of Redemption Time here with Derby County, starting here in League One. League One. So, in the last episode, it was not successful. Um, it wasn't. Um, but onwards and upwards. We got thrashed 6-1 by Wimbledon. Hate Wimbledon now. But then after that, played all these games off camera, and it was win or lose. Shock loss here to Leyton Orient. I really didn't expect to lose that one, to be honest. But starting then, I actually also tweaked some tactics, and I'll explain why here in a second. But as you can tell, win, lose, win, 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 lose, win. And that brings us here into the new year. The tactics I am talking about. So the last time I had one set of tactics, but my thing was we seemed to be conceding first every time. I didn't notice that, so I decided, let's just go attacking and just outscore everyone. So what if we concede? And it's been working, as you can tell. It looks weird, I know. This is only it's not permanent. It's temporary. This pairing right here, anyways. As you can tell, injuries have still been a big problem. Um, Seems like just they're not as bad anymore. It's just like little small ones here and there that keep them out for a game or two. Also, I'm still waiting for Maxberg to politely screw off. Uh, this whole season I haven't been able to use him at all because he has multiple future transfers. I don't get that one. Maybe I'm just slow. Maybe I should have looked up what's been going on there. But it is what it is. He'll be leaving here shortly. I also had a transfer target. Well, I took it off right before the video, and that failed. He didn't think we were good enough, which fair enough. At least he was honest. And that leaves us right where we are now. As you can tell, we're back into third. Unfortunately, do have a game in hand over Wigan. Wigan is just surprising me this whole season with the -8, and here they are. But anyways, we've got a game in hand over them, and we're only 1 point behind. And when we did play them, we did unfortunately lose 1-0. But it is what it is. Oxford United has obviously fallen off quite a bit. They were first for a while, and now it's Blackpool. Still gunning for that automatic promotion spot because I really don't want to take a chance because you never know. Peterborough 6 points behind us. But what I also was going to point out was how close it is right here. All three of us could switch any point. Although I do also have a game in hand here. So this next game against Peterborough, who are in sixth, could be a massive game. But with that said, let's just go ahead and get into it. I figured out to ignore all this really, and then switch what I need. So, like right now, Nelson needs a rest, so we're going to have to go ahead and put Kashin back in. Oh gosh. Let's see, fit to train. Sure, okay, so we got to go ahead and put him for Collins. And we're going to bring in Ward, who just came back from injury actually for this video. Shout out him, he wanted to show off his abilities here, so he'll get the opportunity. Well, as you can tell, obviously very, very attacking. It seems like it shouldn't work, but it does, so, I'll take it. Fosu also just came back. He's been doing alright. Niambe came back. Trying to think anyone else that was out for a while that made their return. I don't know. But either way, we can just go ahead and get right into it. Last game, good win. And yeah, let me make sure I put this back to key highlights because I have it on my commentary when I'm playing a lot at once. Oh, and we've already got one. No, hopefully, maybe. Okay, well, we'll take the corner, I guess. And I've also tried to stop using subs so early because we are, with this tactic, it is very high tempo, and so the players get burnt out. But it's easier to just make those subs when I absolutely have to rather than precautionary subs and then end up having a situation where two players now need a rest, because I've run into that problem with my center backs. Don't really have a good pairing of center backs. Backup, I mean. The Kashin and Nelson do great together. Rooney is a good step in. Jeff Cott is the one on loan from Arsenal, and he's just not good. He's with the U21s right now. Don't have plans to bring him up. He's not that good. So I've been using Forsyth when needed to play makeshift, but obviously he's out right now. So it is what it is. Another corner here. We're doing good to attack. Like I said, this is seems like it's more attack based. It's a 4-1-1-4, asymmetric. it has been working off camera, obviously, like I've been saying. Hopefully it works on camera. I don't want to go another episode with 3 losses. I'll play the 2 games here, and I'll probably be back for the final game of the season, honestly. Um, See, like that, bruised thigh, like that's nothing, but it'll probably come to something at the end of the game with my luck. We'll say he's out for like 4 days maybe. But anyways, as I was saying, I'll do 2 games this episode, and then the next time you'll see me is probably the end of the season, the last game, if not sooner, depending on the situation. If we get promoted automatically, or if it comes down to playoffs. Hopefully it's automatic. Hopefully it's first, but it is what it is. And then I'll be talking about signings later on in this video, probably. Obviously, some targets will be center backs. Center backs, I'll take the free kick. Center backs, another striker, probably a defensive mid. But I also need to look into how the youth setup is doing, because I do believe we've got several good players coming through. I think there's several wingers, attacking mids on each side, so that's good. I don't think there's any defensive midfielders, which is important to know, because I know Embleton, who I can play as a sub and has also been rotating on the wings in the past couple games, he's a loanee, so I'll need to keep that in mind. But then also the low transfer budget is going to probably hamper any massive signings I would like to make. Then it also recommended the goalkeeper, I believe, so I'll probably bring in an extra one, because Wildsmith and Vickers are... Oh, let's go Washington. Remember that name from last episode? Obviously, he's gotten his goal tally now to 14. Keep account of that. But as I was saying, Vickers and Wildsmith are both good. I think they're both equally... star-wise, they're the same, actually. So one of them could probably be sold, and then I can either bring in a better one if we get promoted, or I can keep with Wildsmith, and then... Oh, I thought that went in. You can keep Wildsmith, sell Vickers, and then get in a good sub. But all that comes down to how the end of the season goes. But also, I'll look off camera more in depth and decide what I need to do there. This window, I would probably like to bring in a center back. Go ahead and get that taken care of. But we'll just have to wait and see, because I do know there's a couple transfers coming in, I believe. I think like one is attacking mid left, which is why, if you remember from one of the first or second episode, when I bought Fosu, was because I knew we didn't have anyone in that spot, and boy, was I ahead of my game to do that. Because he might not be the best there, but I needed somebody. Somebody is better than nobody. And he scored a couple here and there. Good goal by Mendes Lang, who coincidentally is the other guy who would play there normally. So if Fosu's out, then I would have Mendes Lang on the left and Ward on the right. Ward is a right back, actually, but like the whole season's been going, just injury after injury. Clearly, you guys have surely picked up by that on that by now. Good half overall, 2-0. Mendes Lang. See, okay, so let's see what we need to do here. Is there anyone that needs to set? Okay, so Elder. Let's see. So I obviously have 2 right backs, because normally I would have Forsyth, but Forsyth is out. Like I said, this is Embleton, who's on loan. I don't want to take Elder out yet. Fosu. Don't have. So if I switch Fosu and Lang, but it said Lang needed to come out. I don't know. We're just gonna leave everyone for now. Pump them up a little more. Maybe around the 55th, 60th minute. Well, maybe sooner. Just depends. Overall, though, it's been a pretty successful season so far. We're not in first or second like I'd like to be. It is a lot closer. I would have preferred to just be, gone invincible, but obviously that's not possible. So it is what it is, and obviously no saves coming, anything like that off camera. That takes the fun out of it, in my opinion. This is not good. Come on, ref, raise your linesman flag. No. Okay, so 2-1. So I am going to go ahead and make that change then. Let's get that. Well, I can't. Now I can do the subs. Trying to decide what would be the best. Take Fosu there and then switch with. See, it recommends Embleton over either of these guys, which is very interesting. So if that's the case, Elder, Thompson. See, but neither of those. See, he's having a great game, so I don't want to take him out and anger him. but at the same time, I don't know. We'll just have to confirm the changes for now and hope for the best. Hope we can keep this lead. Can always take out. I think he'll have to come out probably around like 70th minute. Him and Fournette both will probably have to come out, and that'll leave me with one sub. So I don't know. Yame could come out. I don't want him to be re-injured. Okay, well, let's see how this highlight goes. This could change everything, but hopefully it comes to nothing. That would be ideal. Okay, good. So we're gonna go ahead and make this change. Uh-oh, another highlight coming up. Now maybe we'll just go ahead and take you out for Wilson, and then switch Hurricane with Robinson. And we'll just leave the last sub in case there's an injury. Which hopefully there's not, but I always like to do that just to be safe, because it seems like if I use that 5th sub this early, then something bad will definitely happen. And I also, one of the tactics I've been working with are the center backs to actually play ball-playing defenders, so they can distribute the ball from there. I don't know if that's really worth it here in League One, or if it'll be worth it even in the Championship, but got them doing that just so I don't have to worry about possessions. But holy moly, what a goal! Oh my goodness. Well, while that plays back, as I was saying, so both these will be ball-playing defenders. Nelson as well. I've got him being trained there. So it helps with distributing the ball. I've noticed that's what a strike. Oh boy. I will keep those changes though. But with the possession, that helps as well. Just overall in general, like, it's not as obvious in some games, but just being able to not have to worry about them making a stupid mistake or just clearing it and hoofing it every time. It's very, very nice. It's a nice feeling, I must say. But with that said, a nice decisive 3-1 victory, and a nice little good win for us guys. Good pep talk there. That puts us back in second, still with the game over Wigan, and they're 2 points behind now, and 3 points ahead of Bolton, who also have that extra game over us. But looking at the table real quick, I'm trying to remember. I feel like Oxford's continuing their slide, now in 10th. Blackpool 2 games ahead of us, and it seems like every game, off camera I've been watching them, something happens and they'll go down, or they'll be tied, and then they'll score some stupid goals. Like, let's see if I can find their schedule. So recently, 2-1 win over Carlisle. They were tied 1-1, I think, at one point. Yeah, 75th minute. They were down until the 75th minute. They beat Carlisle. In Stockport FA Cup second round, what happened here? I don't remember this game. 83rd minute winner. Tied Cambridge, 2 over Shrewsbury, 2-1 over Bristol Rovers. Let's check that one out. So it wasn't really okay. And then now over Lincoln. But yeah, they seem to be good at getting those late goals. That is what it is. Oh yeah, and Barkusian is now at AFCON, so good for him for getting that call up. But I wish he stayed with me. That's for sure. Anyways, fly through these real quick, because these don't really matter. More money, I'll take it. Fournette and Kashin. See, it's one of those things with the rest. Like, I would like to give them rest, but not obviously I can't. We'll make that offer. That was one of the signings I would like to make. He's not the best of the bunch, but somewhat young, has room to improve, and just gives us another body. Rather cheap too, which we'll take that. Because going in the event we do go up, I'm definitely going to need those bodies. 20-year-old midfielder. I'll look at that. Some of these off screen. But here's our injuries. He's injured anyways, but he came back. So all these guys just recently came back. Doing better now. Forces, this is the only one out still. Collins wanting more playing time. Okay. And the other guy, I just delegate those, like the loaning, the youngsters out. Right now I'm delegating them. Next season I'll probably care more about them. because I'll have to worry about that more, obviously. But it is what it is in the meantime. Okay, so they want more time. Let's see, how do you do? 7.4 rating. Kane Wilson, 1 to 3 days. Okay, so shouldn't be a concern here. But yeah, obviously next season, especially with more money, I'll be able to invest more in the youth setup. Hand over first of all. Forsyth, 34-year-old center back, says, what position does he play right back? Okay. Too expensive for us. So that's the one thing I have to remind myself is don't really have money to spend. I would like to have that money, but let's see. I feel like this is one. Okay. Let's see. Compare with. Oh wait. Derby County. Okay. Then who else usually plays him? Dejon Brown. Okay, so say he's better, right? Ooh, close. Oh, 5 foot. Oh, 5'10". I misread that for a second. Who else is a younger striker? James Collins. He's not young. 33. Let's see. Who else plays striker? Tyrese John Jules. He's on the loan. So what's his best position? I can't even remember. Right midfielder, so he doesn't really play striker, but he can. I can't decide if what I'm gonna do here. Golly, he plays every position. Does he actually play right midfielder as well? Carlos Richards, where does he play? Also right mid. So I've got several right mids, as you guys are witnessing here. Connor Washington, how old is he? 31, so I'll have him a couple seasons. So I need to keep probably at least one. He's 33. Wycorn, I knew that one. I don't know why. Tony Weston, 20 years old. Okay, so yeah, I'll let Asini go. I'll accept that. How much is it? But is he worth that much? Because we'll have to pay him. Yeah, no, we're rejecting that one. What am I thinking? Not for that little. They're trying to scam me right there. Great. Well, at least we got him a new contract recently, and now he can sit on the bench for 7 to 9 months. Yay. Maybe we won't even have him if he retires. So that throws a wrench into our plans. I'll do all this off camera. I won't bore you guys. We'll look through all that. Left back is now on the menu. I definitely need a left back. Good thing it did say, yeah, the Tottenham player I'm looking to get plays left back as well. So that's, not sweating that one as much. Team selection. Let's see. So Fasu. Oh my goodness. There's this. Kujan, of course. Okay. Put in Waghorn. Committing rest for you. Everybody else looks to be doing fine, so very unfortunate. Forsyth signs his contract, then tears his ACL. Very, very sad. Well, looks like this is all we really got right now. Wagornet, I don't think has played a game all season yet. I'm gonna be honest. I think this. Well, maybe he played one early on. I'm honestly not even sure. Now it's got me thinking. Has he played once? I'll have to check after this game. Because now I'm interested if he's even played. Wait, actually, I can check now, can't I? I think so. I'm curious. So he's 33. He made one appearance in the league, and then one in Carabao Cup. Okay, so he's played at least before. That's good. At least it's not his debut this far into the season. But anyways, now or never, I guess. Not really got a choice because he has to fill that spot. Because I didn't want to use Ward because he could go right back. Oh, I thought that was in. But, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. Maybe I should have. Maybe that'll come back to bite me. I don't know. I would also like, for the run-in, at least to have both Nelson and Kashin healthy and not needing a rest. Because Rooney's good, but it just doesn't, not quite the same. Rooney's one I'd like in the easier games and like cup games more, but again, don't really have backup center backs. I do have Jeff Cott from Arsenal, and maybe some of you guys are watching and you're like, man, he was amazing for me, or I love him, but he just wasn't good for me, so not worth the risk when I'm trying to get promoted. Maybe next season, but he's a loanee, so he won't be here. Now, oh my gosh, are you? Oh my gosh, okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so yep, we gotta go Embleton there, even though Wilson would make more sense. Embleton's gotta go there. Because Wilson will probably be needed for Nyambe. Maybe. But, their keeper's injured. So I guess tit for tat there. Would never wish injury upon anyone, but, you know, that was a decent time to make a fair change there, you know. I lose one player, they lose one player. Only makes sense. But anyways, here we are on the attack. At least we got a good goal there. Let's see. Looked away for a second. Sorry about that. Yambe. Oh, yep. Okay. So, like I was saying. Anyways, good tip for tat there. Make the keeper switch. 2 injuries back to back. I reckon he's probably got a broken arm. That's my guess. Having to come out. Or a fractured arm at least. Not that I want that, but I suspect that's what it's going to be. And then I'm going to have to nurse him probably because it's January. Let's see if he came back. Trying to go ahead and do the math in my head. If he came back, when exactly he'd be back. I think I could maybe nurse him through the games, but we'll just have to wait and see. Can't make any subs now, that's for sure. Because I want to save some legs and win the game, first of all. You know, for Min's Lang, for him. Do it for him, not even for me. But I know Forno was one that was saying he needed a rest, so I'll have to keep an eye on this because I don't want him to go too far. Too exhausted. I think he's getting there. Yeah, okay, so let's see. We can go ahead and switch Nyame on a yellow, exhausted, don't want him to do anything. There, and we can switch Forna for Thompson, Horihane for Robinson. We'll save the last sub. We're just going to hope that works. Like right here, Elder, you just got to suck it up, buddy, I guess. You know, it is what it is. Washington for Collins. Well, Collins is another one that was wanting more playing time. Fair play to him, you know, if you think you're all that. But John Jules and Washington, I feel like both better. But in this situation, oh boy. Okay, it's hard. Surely they don't counter here. Surely. Okay. Close him down. Close him down. Come on. Good tackle. Okay, get up. Tackle again. Okay, good. One more time. One more time. Okay, well, Smith caught it. Okay. Now would be a good time for the replay to end. You know, no highlight. Nothing here. Please. Oh boy. Okay, so we're playing. Oh boy. That made me nervous. You know, maybe they know something I don't. Good counter here. Oh, off the post. Okay. Now we can go ahead and make that sub. Not that it really matters, but you know, it is what it is. Save some legs. Thank goodness they missed that. This is making me nervous. Okay, full time. We'll take it. Connor Corey Hain. I'm glad I started using him more. He was the one that gave me attitude and said he wanted to play more, and so far he's earned it. So I'll give him that. I'll just keep them happy. I won't tell them that they didn't play as great as I would have liked. But there we go. One more game than Blackpool, but level 1 games with all these in the playoffs, and we are 4 points ahead. So at least 2 games. Yeah. I'm glad that is how that went. Carabao Cup. Man City beats United in the quarterfinals, which sounds realistic, but yeah, this is very sad. Seeing the Forsyth commit its future to Derby, and then tears his ACL. Okay, so how long? Let's see. Fractured wrist. Okay, so I was close. 3 to 5 weeks. Physio 4 to 5 weeks. What's our schedule looking like? Okay, so say all of this month and all of next month. We'll overkill. Yeah, he's fine. We'll do playthrough injury. I won't use him much. I'll try to keep him as a sub, but anyways, that has been that. Let's see. How's our squad? Yeah, our squad is not looking too great. Injured, international, just reserves unavailable. Whatever. Injured, whatever. Yeah. As far as all that goes, looking at the club vision, we have a B+ with the board and an A+ with the supporters, which is good. The board, gotta play a little more entertaining. That was the other thing with the tactics change. Maybe that was considered more entertaining. It's preferred, it's not required, so it's not really that big of a deal. But anyways, seems like they're only upset with our losses, which fair enough. As far as the current season, we're doing good. Pass, delighted. And we're on course to work with the payroll budget. So, all good things. Bet to get an A+, I'll probably have to get automatic promoted. Automatic promotion, I should say. Sorry, not automatic promoted. But yeah, looking at the fixtures, I'll honestly probably see you guys somewhere down here. Yeah, because since there's no other competition really, we'll just have a massive time jump. So I'll see you guys sometime towards the end of the season, maybe these last 2 games, maybe more, maybe less. Just depends on how the season unfolds. Like if we do secure automatic promotions early, I'm not gonna probably show until the last game. But yeah, anyways, that is it for this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.